Here's a thought. What do a Nintendo PlayStation, an Atari Extraterrestrials game cartridge, and this Pokemon card have in common? Give up? They're a few of the rarest gaming items in the world, and all of them are highly sought after, some priced in the millions of dollars. Wait. You actually kidding me? Somebody would pay $2 million for... While a Clash Royale emote may never fetch for millions of dollars, I mean, who knows really, still only the most die-hard collectors will go after attaining each of the rarest ones in the game. Bailey's dead. And that's the topic of this list, the top 10 rarest emotes in Clash Royale. We'll be using the following criteria to determine an emote's rarity. Number 1, its attainability, so can you get it anymore? Number 2, its difficulty to attain. Number 3, the age of the emote. And number 4, the emote's overall uniqueness. And I'll be throwing in some of my opinions in the middle of all of it. As per usual, if this video can get to 100 likes, we'll put out a part 2. Yet again, I'm giving everybody a reminder that we are doing a giveaway at 1,000 subs. If you can help get this account to 1,000 subs, not only am I going to put out a bowler emote free to the community, but also I'm going to give away 10 free pass royales. All you have to do is subscribe, and I'll put you into a list to be entered to win. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Coming in at number 10 is the Balloon Pekka. This emote was released in March of 2020, which was not too long ago, for Clash Royale's 4th birthday. It was relatively simple to attain. All you had to do was participate in one of these sponsored content creator tourneys online, and once you did that, played in the tournament for as long as they had it, then eventually would show up for you in game. This emote was free to attain, and the Balloon Pekka is no longer available, and it is an exclusive emote, so there are currently no plans for it to show up in the shop. I do really love this emote because it's one of the few Pekka emotes that we see in game, and it continues the aggressive nature of the Pekka. Also, kind of a quirky little emote showing her, I guess, funny-ish side, with the Pekka celebrating the 4th birthday in her usual way. I don't know. So that's why it makes the number 10 spot on our list. Coming in at number 9 is the Rascal Cake. This emote was released in March of 2019 for Clash Royale's 3rd birthday. And much like the Pekka emote, you had to participate in one of these sponsored content creator stream tournaments. And after you participated in that way, it would eventually show up for you in game. This was a free emote, and the Rascal Cake is no longer available, and currently there are no plans for it to show up again in the shop. I really love this emote because it looks super cool. Having the Rascal come out of the cake, it can be used in a lot of different ways, in a happy way, in a BM sort of way, and also it adds a layer of exclusivity to emote collectors. Not many people have this one, and those who do really show how long they've been in the game and dedicated to it. And so for those reasons, that's why the Rascal Cake makes our number 9 spot on the list. Coming in at number 8 is the Goblin Trophy. This emote was released in December of 2018 as part of the Clash Royale League World Finals, and it was somewhat challenging to attain because you had to tune in on YouTube during the CRL World Finals live stream for a few days straight. Eventually, after a few watches, you'd receive it in-game. It was a free emote, but it required a little bit more effort to get than the first 2 we already saw on the list. The Goblin Trophy is no longer available, and currently there are no plans for it to show up in the shop. I love this emote in particular because it shows a whole nother side of the emotes that has nothing to do with the characters themselves. It's kind of like the characters, in a sense, breaking the 4th wall, achieving trophies. I don't think that they understand that they're getting trophies as they combat on the field, but in this case, the Goblin has his trophy, his treasure, and he's kissing it with joy as a prize that he won. It is one of the exclusive emotes, so for collectors, it's a must-have, and that's why it makes the number 8 spot on our list. Coming in at number 7 is the Lunar New Year's Hog. This emote was released in February of 2019 for the in-game Hog Race Challenge. This was a 3-tier challenge that required you to win multiple matches before you could actually get the emote. This also was a free emote, but it's a little bit higher on the list because it required more skill to actually get it. This challenge came out before Pass Royales existed, so you didn't have infinite restarts on your challenges. You had to spend gems to actually restart the challenge. And the Lunar New Year Hog is an exclusive emote that is no longer available, and there are no plans of it showing up in the shop. This is such a cool emote. I actually really want this one, and I don't have it. Of all the Lunar New Year Hogs, this one I think is the coolest because it just shows the hog in such a happy way, and there's a certain irony to it. It could be used in genuine joy or also as a BM against your opponent on it because it's kind of annoying sounding with the jingles of the coins. And so for those reasons, that's why the Lunar New Year Hog makes the 7th place spot on our list. And coming in at the number 6 spot is the Chewing Ram emote. This emote was released in December of 2018 for the Ram Rider Draft Challenge. This was a challenge that came out right before the Ram Rider released as a card in-game, and you had to get 15 straight wins to unlock it. It was a free emote at the time, but it required more skill than the Lunar New Year Challenge because you had to get 15 wins back to back. And again, without infinite restarts or having a bunch of gems, it was a challenging endeavor. The Chewing Ram is no longer available, and as an exclusive emote, there are no plans for it to show up in the shop either. And this one takes this spot in particular because it is so unique. There's literally one Ram emote in the game where he's by himself, and it's so toxic. We know this one was also in our most hated list, but in a weird way, it is one of the most unique and exclusive emotes that you can get in-game. And so for those reasons, it makes the number 6 spot on our list. So what did you think of this list? Do you agree? Please let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much everybody for watching. Again, if you liked what you saw, please leave us a like and be sure to subscribe for weekly Clash Royale content. And I'll see you next week on Bailey's Dad. Bye-bye.